In this tutorial, we are going to talk about the basics of creating an interactive VR experience in SimLab Composer. What we have in the scene is a 3D model of a water pump, and we are going to create a training experience of installing the cover along with the screws. The first thing that we need to do is capture scene states for their current installed position. Go to the Scene States menu and select Capture. Scene states store object attributes at the moment of capturing, and you can use them after capturing to apply the stored state. Make sure only the transformation attribute is selected, then select the first object you need to capture and click on Capture from Selection. Repeat those steps to capture scene states for all the screws as well as the cover. If you were to switch to the Scene States tab, you would notice multiple thumbnails have been created, each of them representing a stored state. And if you move the cover, for example, and then apply the scene state, the cover would be placed back in the location at which it was when the scene state was captured. Let us quickly rename the scene states to better manage them and not lose track of them. Next is creating a simple animation of the screws rotating into the cover. Go to the Animation tab and select a screw, then move the time slider to frame 30, and now push the screws inwards and turn it clockwise. Select the created keys in the timeline and click on Create Animation Sequence. Type in a name for the sequence and click OK. Follow the same steps to create animation sequences for all the screws. Let us now disassemble the components to prepare them for the training. Select the screws on the cover and place them on the table using the Snap to Object tool with the shortcut N on your keyboard. The last step we need to take before creating the experience is to turn the objects involved into grabbable objects. Select all the screws along with the cover and from the Interactions menu, click on Make Grabbable. Now the user can grab those objects during the VR experience. To create the experience, click on the Training Builder and select the Node Enters Node event. The Training Builder is comprised of input nodes and events which, when occur in VR, trigger responses. We are going to use the Node Entered Node event to create a system where when the user places the cover on the pump, it will be locked into its correct place. Select the cover and set it as Scene Node A, then select the pump's body and set it as Scene Node B. Now add a scene state response and connect the cover's scene state to it, then attach the response to the event. Let's test it out quickly in desktop mode. In the desktop mode, press H on the keyboard to show the hand, and using the mouse's scroll, extend the hand till it overlaps with the cover. Now hold left click to grab it. Once the cover overlaps with the pump's body, it will be positioned there and the grabbing ends. Go back to SimLab Composer and let us proceed with the experience creation. The next thing we're going to do is to create an event system for placing the screws. Similar to the first system we created, add the Node Entered Node event, then select a screw and attach it as the first scene node. Now select the pump's body and set it as the second scene node. Add an apply scene state response and attach the scene state for the screw you connected with the event to it. Select the first screw system nodes and press Ctrl and C, then Ctrl and V to duplicate the system. Modify the scene node A by selecting the second screw, and select the second screw scene state to attach it to it. Repeat those steps to create systems for all the screws in the scene. Next, we're going to create a system for tightening the screws with the drill. Create a scene entered scene event and attach the screw as the first scene node. Then select the drill bit and attach it as the second scene node. Now create a play sequence response and select the animation sequence we created for the screw going in. Attach the response to the event, then select the assembly of the drill as a whole, and from the interaction menu, click on Make Grabbable. Follow those steps to create events for all the remaining screws and run the VR experience. To move in the VR mode, hold the teleport button and aim at the ground, then release. Reach out with the control to the cover and hold the trigger button to grab it, then place it on the pump. Now grab each screw from the table and place them on the pump. Last but not least, grab the drill and make sure that you secure each screw tightly.